And hello everybody, it's Breeze Booster 37, or you guys can just call me Breeze837. And today we are gonna take a look at our projected roster because we are projected as the top 5 team. We're gonna look projected at these 5 teams, including ours, and see how our team improved or moved down. It's 2029, and also once we reach 2030 preseason, we are gonna say happy. It's the first decade that has passed. I might do some decadable awards just to make the series fun. Make a separate video, probably a little bit shorter or maybe the same length, but we'll see. So how the Knicks still remain first. RJ Barrett improves into the 73s. Theo Madeline improves to a 59. 60 overall goes to Trenton Watford. Plus 17 goes to Nikola Vucevic. Okay, not the one in real life. An auto-generated play with the same name. Chase Mahoney improved. Blake improved. Oh, so they have a lot of good procs. Alright. So now we're gonna go. So, Dumb Matter, the creator of this game, made an update about trade summaries. Why don't you make a trade? And the win shares, which is cool. The Pacers have Luka Doncic almost going to an 80. Can Luka Doncic jump over the steep hill and hit the 80s? We don't know. He's 30. He might be able to. He might be the first. He might be the first player to hit the 80s in this league. So Ryan Hall also improved a little bit. Richard Roster improved. It gives him a 3-point badge. Kelly Oubre Jr. goes down. Oh, Anthony Miller improves, and some other guys improved. That's pretty much it for the Pacers. The Miami Heat are number 3. Projectors go number 3. The Miami Heat have Tyler Harrow improve, and his 3-pointer continues to be phenomenal for the Miami Heat. Derek Aaron improves into the 64s, and he has also a 3-point badge and some other badges. Nemesis Quaita, who is our former Utah Jazz player who left us, who didn't want to come back, he lost some value. It's the 59s. But it was worth it because we were able to get a replacement. Maybe not the best, but it's at least an replacement. Tyrese Maxey improved a little bit. Lonzo Ball improved at the age of 32 as a 3-point shooter. Tremaine Miller improved a little bit. Eric Spate improved from the draft. Isaiah Robley did not improve. Duncan Robinson, he did not improve, but he still has a 3-point. And Shane improved big time. Alright, so the next team we're going to look at is the Philadelphia 76ers, as they are projected as number 4 in the league. So, John Gamble did not improve. His potential went down. Michael Bear improved just +1. Dejan improved a little bit. Joel Embiid stayed the same. Marvin Bagley, the 3rd, did not improve. Alex Pankey improved a little bit. Tyron, he lost a little bit value. Brennan O'Neal improved a little bit as a rookie. And Michael Peters, he did okay. But Alex is pretty good. Alright, so the last one is our team. Let's take a look how our team did. Alright. Oh, look at this. Matt Riley has improved. Ken Gillow has improved. Jordan Augusta that we got from the Boston Celtics has improved. And Sean O'Keefe, our 2nd-round pick, is going to be a draft steal. Brandon Taylor improved a little bit. Jamal Crawford Jr. improved a little bit. Jesse Gleason improved just a little bit, and that's pretty much it. So our team is really interesting this year. We are projected as the top 5. So I'll give you guys an example of the new update from Dumb Matter once a trade has been made. So let's just go ahead and let's go ahead and save. The Utah Jazz are pretty interesting. We did bring Donovan Mitchell back, but his value ends up going a lot down than I thought. I might have to trade him again, unless if he can hop off the bench. So let's go ahead and simulate into the first month of the season, and if any trades are made, we'll see. Oh, I forgot. We have -1 roster spots. We're gonna go ahead and cut. We're gonna go ahead and cut. Wait. It's between these two. I'm not gonna cut Gleason because he is a first-round pick. Yeah, I'm gonna cut. I mean, they both expire next year, so it wouldn't really matter, I guess. So I'm just gonna cut Rowan. So now we can go ahead and zoom to the end of the first month and see where projections go. Well, I don't think projections are gonna change, but I think those are season projections for power rankings. Yes, that's what I think. But we'll see. Yes, but we'll see how each player does. Oh, Killen Hayes is not doing what he used. He's not. Oh, he's doing better. He's putting up the most. He is going to be our primary passer according for the Utah Jazz. Matt Riley's improving his points. Ken Gillow's getting double doubles like how Koita used to average for a team before he left. Jordan Augusto's improved, and Sean O'Keefe is doing really good at rebounds. Maybe he could step up on the points a little bit more, but he's doing pretty good at rebounds, replacing Koita in that category. Phil Dogstar, last episode, Phil Dogstar, I'm really proud of. Zaire Williams is out for a game. Let's see. So our record is 17-10, not bad. Let's see, I'll give you guys an example. So alright, sorry. So you guys press details, so it'll trick you to a trade summary with one shared and see who won. Technically, show who won who won the trade. So let's give an example. I don't really know any of these guys, so we're just gonna go ahead and pick this one. I'll show you guys this trade. So it looks like okay. So far into the regular season, the Milwaukee Bucks are winning. Milwaukee Bucks are projected as winners for this trade as they trade a 56 overall 27-year-old player Moza and 26-year-old 46 overall Christian Lanier to the Kings for Mike Stokes, who is slightly better. So Hawks end up losing a young prospect while the Bucks end up trading big contract guys. So they basically dumped cap on the Kings. So that's it. So we'll simulate to the end of the season, and when it's their pick, I'll probably go back or do another simulate trade. But for now, we're just gonna go and simulate to the All-Star draft. Hopefully some of our guys can improve. Probably. I'm still gonna put Phil Dogstar up at the 7th man instead of Zaire Williams because he can shoot threes off the bench, which is what we really need for our team because nobody has a 3-point bench on our bench. Yeah. Let's see. So Killen Hayes is actually scoring more points, which is good. Sean O'Keefe is improved. Is scoring a little bit more. Oh, looks like John Gusta's out for a few games. I think Ken Gillow should be an All-Star this year. If he doesn't become an All-Star this year, then he got snubbed somehow. Because look at Ken Goodlow. He's playing like a regular super. He's playing like the All-Star he should deserve. He deserves to be an All-Star this year. Look at this dude. He's averaging double per game. Nearly 19 points and 11 rebounds. Come on, man. Alright, we'll see who makes the All-Stars this year. Hopefully we get our first All-Star in the Utah Dynasty. So it'll be Team Luka Doncic and versus Team Jason. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got 2 players. We got our draft steals, Ken Goodlow and Matt Riley. Congratulations to our first 2 All-Stars of the Utah history, Ken Goodlow and Matt Riley. Utah Dynasty, I should say. Congratulations to these young guys. At the age of 23 minutes for his All-Star. At the age of 25, it took a while. So John Moll is not going to be playing, and Tyrese is not going to be playing. Jamal's also not going to be playing. Yes. Of course you should do. Alright. Luka Doncic. Here's the big question for this year's All-Stars. Will Luka Doncic finally end Jason Tatum's All-Star winning streak in winning All-Star games? Because Jason Tatum hasn't lost an All-Star game since. Team Luka Doncic has a chance to get revenge on Team Jason Tatum from last year's All-Star game. Alright, so 3 players are out. Let's go ahead and sim. Team Luka Doncic versus Team Jason Tatum, a rematch for a possible revenge by Team Luka. Alright, so Imoni Bates wins the jump ball for Team Luka. Trae Young attempts the first shot of the game. It's no good. Team Jason Tatum is beating Team Luka by a couple of points. Jason Tatum with 13 points in the first quarter, 8 points for Ken Good. 8 points for Ken Goodlow off the bench. So Ken Goodlow and Matt Riley will be playing against each other in the All-Stars. So Ken Goodlow's doing really good off the bench so far. Let's see. Luka Doncic with 5 points, and also Trae and Gray Ingram. Matt Riley with nothing yet, because he's nothing yet. Similar to the end of the second quarter. Hopefully Matt Riley gets something on the boards. Alright, Team Jason Tatum is still ahead of Team Luka. Jason Tatum with 16 points. Ken Goodlow with 12 points off the bench, 3 rebounds, two of them are offensive rebounds, and 8 points for Joe Otis. 16 points for Luka Doncic, 6 assists, 7 points for Trae Young. Matt Riley with 3 points off the bench. Come on, Matt Riley, you can do better. You can do more. Alright, so it's a close game between both sides. Jason Tatum with 18 points, still 6 rebounds. Joe Otis with 13 points, 17 points for Ken Goodlow off the bench. Ken Goodlow's doing a phenomenal job. And Matt Riley with still only 3 points. We're going to go ahead and simulate to the lame ending. First to 128 points win. Team Luka Doncic is ahead of Team Jason Tatum right so far. Unless Team Jason Tatum can make a comeback and continue Jason Tatum's All-Star winning streak. Or will Luka Doncic finally end Jason Tatum's winning streak in the All-Stars. Ken Goodlow is doing pretty good with scoring off the bench for Utah. And Matt Riley's up so far. So let's go ahead and get this started. Trae Young attempts for 2. No good. Trae Young grabs the offensive rebounds. One of our Utah Jazz players will win this All-Star, their first All-Star. Matt Riley for 2. It's good with the assist from Imoni Bates. Non-shooting foul goes to Imoni Bates after that. Anthony Edwards comes in for Gray Ingram. Tyler Harrell comes in for Trae Young. RJ Barrett from Jason Tatum for 2. It's no good. Imoni Bates grabs the rebound. Rocco comes in for Harrell. Kay Cunningham comes in for Kobe White. Anthony Edwards for 2. It's off. Kay Cunningham elevates for 2. He slams it home. Matt Riley for another 2. It's no good. Joe Otis grabs the rebound. He shoots for 2. No good. Imoni Bates grabs the miss. Matt Riley for 2. It's no good again. Joe Otis attempts for the 3. Bang, it's good. Anthony Edwards, no good. Rocco grabs the rebound. Imoni Bates for 2. Shooting foul goes to Kay Cunningham. 2 free throws. He makes the first. He misses the second. Kay Cunningham attempts for 2. It's good with the assist from Joe Otis. Matt Riley for 3. No good. Imoni Bates grabs the rebound. Matt Riley attempts for 2. It's good. And a foul. Foul and shy. Matt Riley makes the conversion in 1. RJ for 3. No good. Rocco grabs the rebound. Jalen Green for the win. No good. Kay Cunningham grabs the rebound. Gray Ingram comes in for Matt Riley. Kobe White comes in for Shy. Kobe White for 3. Bang, it's good. Jalen Green to end the game. It's good. The game is over. Team Luka Doncic and Luka himself has ended Jason Tatum's All-Star winning streak in his career. What a game. Congratulations, Ken Goodlow. Luka Doncic from the Indiana Pacers is your All-Stars MVP, and he got injured during mid-game, so he will be out for a couple of games. F in the chat for the All-Star MVP. We're going to go into the playoffs, and then we're going to do something new. We're going to go ahead and take a look at all of the trades that were made this season and see who won or is winning so far if it contains a future pick. Well, we'll see who won this trade. We might look into it more into the future, but we'll see. Yes. Phil Doxer is getting more assists than Zaire Williams. That's why I put him up first. Matt Riley's out for 8 games. Lucas Moss is out for 11 games. Come on, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and put Zaire Williams just to make sense. Jordan Augusta will be out for the first game of the first round as the Utah Jazz make the playoffs once again. As we go 48-34 this season, we are going to be the 4th seed. So it'll be the Thunder going against the Lakers. The Utah Jazz will be taking on the Golden State Warriors. The Denver Nuggets will be taking on the Houston Rockets. And the Minnesota Timberwolves will be taking on the Pelicans for the Eastern Conference. The Boston Celtics will not make the playoffs this year, which is surprising. Maybe. Well, they're down in the top 5, so I can kind of see that. So the New York Knicks will be playing against the Pistons. The Miami Heat will be playing against the Washington Wizards. The Chicago Bulls will be playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Indiana Pacers will be playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and check our roster. Luka Doncic and Joe Augusto are out. I mean, do we have any... We already have a scoring depth at the moment. But, so we're just going to go ahead and keep this for maybe a game or two. But if it doesn't work out, we might switch again. Just going to simulate one by one since we are in the playoffs. If we weren't, we'll be simulating immediately. The Golden State Warriors win game 1 in a surprise. Ken Gillow made the game-winning free throw with no time on the clock to win against the the Warriors during game 2. Oh, Golden State takes another lead. Oh my God, Golden State. Can they upset the Utah Jazz? The 4th seed, will they get upset by the Warriors? Time to put Phil Dogstar up so he can shoot more for us. Come on, y'all. We gotta make a comeback and make the Warriors blow a 3-1 lead. Alright. Let's see. So, Golden State wins the jump ball, so they'll take the possession first. Austin Ransom attempts a 3. It is no good. Going to the end of the quarter. The Utah Jazz take an 11-point lead in the first quarter. Anthony Edwards with 8 points, 4 points for D.R. Johnson and Austin Ransom. Trey Grayson with nothing on the board except for a turnover. Josh Charles with 2 points off the bench. 10 points for Jordan Augusto in the first quarter. 8 points for Matt Riley. And 3 points for Zaire Williams. And Phil Dogstar only gets 2. Alright, let's see. We're going similar to the end of the first half. We take the big lead, 77-51. Hopefully we don't blow a third quarter. 13 points for Deshaun Cannon, 13 points for D.R. Johnson, 4 points, nothing particular off the bench except for 3 rebounds and 4 points for Josh Charles off the bench. 3 personal fouls was not good for them. Mostly our team. 3 personal fouls for Matt Riley, 13 points for Matt Riley, 14 points for Ken Gillow and Jordan Augusta. 5 points for Phil Dogstar, Taliban with 2 points and 4 rebounds, and 3 points goes to Zaire Williams, and 5 points for Jamal Crawford Jr. off the bench. Alright, going to the end of the third quarter, and we take the big lead so far. Anthony Edwards with almost a double-double, as well as D.R. Johnson and Emmanuel Anderson. Double-double goes to Ken Gillow, 10 rebounds and 19 points. 6 rebounds for Taliban. And we're going similar to the last 2 minutes of the game and see what happens. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take this easy W as we head to game 6 of the first round. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the playoffs and see who won. OKC beat the Lakers. The Denver Nuggets beat the Houston Rockets. The Pelicans upset the Timberwolves. The Knicks beat the Pistons. The Miami Heat Washington Wizards still continue as Washington has a chance to end their series. The Pacers beat the Cavs and the Bulls beat the Sixers. So the only 2 games left we have is Miami, Washington, and ours and Golden State. Alright, so Jordan Augusto wins the jump ball for our team, so we'll get the ball first. Matt Riley attempts the first shot of the game. It is no good. The end of the first quarter. Golden State takes a big lead. Golden State takes a medium lead against us. 7 points for Jordan Augusto so far. 6 points for Ken Gillow. 4 points for Zaire Williams. 7 points for Anthony Edwards already. 6 points for Deshaun Cannon. 8 points for Josh Charles already. So they're shooting a lot better in the first quarter than they were last game. Let's see. We'll see if we can make somehow of a comeback and force game 7, just like we did last year. Alright, so the gap is reduced a little bit. So Killen Hayes with 6 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Matt Riley with nothing on the board as he's struggling to shoot. Ken Gillow with 13 points and 6 rebounds. 7 points for Jordan Augusto. Tyler Bay with 8 points, 4 points for Zaire Williams. Phil Dogstar with 3-pointers. And Brandon Taylor with 2 points off the bench. 11 points for Anthony Edwards. Deshaun Cannon with 10 points, 12 points for Josh Charles off the bench, and I guess that's it. Can we make a comeback this game and force game 7? Also, we have a 20-point gap. Okay, we did not do the first quarter. Really messed up Utah, so we're likely gonna lose unless something good happens. 12 points for Killian Hayes, 17 points for Ken Goodlow, Jordan Augusto with 12 points for Talbot off the bench, Zaire Williams with 10 points off the bench, Phil Dogstar with 5. I should have switched Zaire with Dogstar. 22 points for Anthony Edwards. A double-double goes to Emmanuel Anderson. 13 points for Trey Gray. And Josh Charles with 12 points and 3 points for Wendell Carter Jr. Until the last 2 minutes of the game. We do have a chance for a comeback as we are losing by 13 points. Sean O'Keefe and Talibé do end up getting injured during the game. F in the chat for our boys. Sean O'Keefe is an important piece, and Talibé too. So Phil Dogstar is coming in. Ken Goodlow will attempt for 2. It's no. Shooting foul on Josh Charles. He makes the first. He misses the second. Jordan Augusto grabs the miss. Phil Dogstar for 2. It's no good. Anthony Edwards grabs the miss. Deshaun Cannon for 2. Shooting foul on Killian Hayes. He makes the first. He makes the second. Ken Goodlow for 3. It's no good. Ken Goodlow grabs his own miss. Phil Dogstar for 2. It's good. Emmanuel Anderson attempts the 2. It's good again. Matt Riley turns the ball over. Come on, Utah. Oh, we're not going to make a comeback. It's already over. And the game is over. We do end up getting upset by the Warriors as we take an injury. Doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. The Miami Heat will also finish their series against the Wizards, so they'll be taking on the Knicks. The Pelicans upset the Denver Nuggets, and they'll take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Knicks will be taking on the Pacers. The Pacers sweep and upset the Knicks, and they'll be taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Will Luka Doncic win another ring, but with the Pacers? We'll see now. They win game 1. They win game 2. Can they sweep the Thunder? And they will not, as the Thunder take 4. And the Pacers are your new 2029 champions, and they're your very last champions of the 2020s decade. Nikola Jokic will be inducted to the Hall of Fame with KD, Paul George. I mean, not Paul George. I don't know. I don't know if Paul George should be inducted in real life. There's KD, Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving, and Nikola Jokic inducted to the Hall of Fame. Welcome those 4 new Hall of Famers to the BBGO and MyNBA Hall of Fame. Ken Goodlow ends up making the All-Third team. Luka's your MVP. Audrey Barrett, your Defensive Player of the Year. Lonzo Ball's your Sixth Man of the Year. JT Knight is your Most Improved Player of the Year from the Hornets. And Anthony Collin is your Rookie of the Year. So here's the draft lotto for this year. We have the Kings, the Blazers, and the Suns with the highest odds of getting the first pick. Then it's the Brooklyn Nets, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Orlando Magic, the Raptors, the Celtics, the Grizzlies, the Hornets, and the Pelicans get a first-round pick from the Atlanta Hawks, the Clippers, the Spurs, and the Mavericks. Post Luka. So Mavericks get the Pelicans don't get a jump. The Boston Celtics and the Toronto Raptors will get a jump in the lotto. The Bucks will also get a jump. The Trailblazers will survive. The Boston Celtics will get 4. 3 goes to the Bucks. It's between the Trailblazers and the Raptors. And the Sacramento Kings. And the Portland Trailblazers will have the first pick. And the runner-up is the Toronto Raptors. Then it's the Bucks, the Celtics, and the Kings. Here's your projected draft. You got Cox, Thomas, Henderson, Joe Johnson. I don't know how to say his name. Randy, Javi Cruz, Tamir Davis, Phil, and Henry. Jacob Russell's a pretty nice. Could be a good pickup for 3-point shooters. So here are the traded picks. We're gonna go and look at these. If one of these trades were from this year, we'll take a look and see who won the trade post draft. With the first pick of the 2029 NBA draft. This is also the last draft of the decade before the new decade hits. The Portland Trailblazers select Cox, good rebounder, good dunker, good inside shooter, and good defensive IQ. They picked up a pretty good defensive forward center. With the second pick of the 2029 NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select Ian Thomas. Good speed, good jumping, a strong player, and that's it. That's high potential dude. With the third pick of the 2029 NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Justin Henderson. They picked up one of the best. They picked up possibly the best. They picked up the best rebounder in the draft, and a tall player and a high potential dude, but lacks a little bit of 2 points. With the fourth pick of the 2029 NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Randy Womack. He has a decent build. His endurance is pretty low. Speed is okay. And jumping's okay. That's all they really picked up. But they also picked up, with the fifth pick of the 2029 NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Joe Johnson. So the Celtics skip Joe Johnson, so the Kings will be able to take him. He has good jumping, very good speed, and a good passing. And that's all he has with good potential. With the sixth pick of the 2029 NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Javi Cruz. Picked up a nice rebounder, picked up a tall player in height, and they also picked up a high potential player. His build is kind of decent, but his IQs are With the seventh pick of the 2029 NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Trayvon Eagle-Belly. Good speed, good jumping, high potential player, pretty decent shooter. Could improve into one of those best shooting guards in the future with shooting ability. We'll see how Brooklyn will be able to keep him. With the eighth pick of the 2029 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Julian Morris. So they picked up a speedster and a jumper, but they also picked up a free throw shooter, high potential. He lacks a little bit of offensive IQ. With the ninth pick of the 2029 NBA draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Tamir Davis. They picked up a pretty tall player and a high potential, but that's all they really picked up. But we'll see how Memphis keeps up with him. Once 2030 preseason starts, I will be reviewing all the draft from this decade once this decade ends and see where they are now. I'll do that for every decade. Just draft through until the new decade and check out the old one, the recent one. With the 10th pick of the 2029 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Henry Glenn. Speedster and jumper and a high potential, and that's pretty much it. Free throw shooter, is okay. Free throw shooter is pretty decent. Let's see. So Jacob Russell ends up going to the Hawks, which they got from the Pelicans. The Pelicans end up drafting Phil, which they got from the Hawks. The Pistons end up drafting Northern, which they got from the Lakers. And the Golden State Warriors end up drafting Bessa, which they got from the Washington Wizards. Now it's our turn to pick. BJ Newsom is number 1 on the list. Oof, his bad yards, I'm not going to take him. Jumping and speed, shooting is decent, high potential, low defensive IQ. Devon James. Let's see. Devon James is pretty decent, so we're going to go and take a look and see what happens. Keenan Jackson, rebound ability at the age of 21, tall player. That's pretty much it. Cliff Bolden, decent build. Forward Francis, speedster and a jumper. A speedster, a speedster and a ball handler. Anti-static and a rebounder. With the 22nd pick of the 2029 NBA draft, the Utah Jazz selects Keenan Jackson as our last first-round selection of the decade. And our last second-round pick of the decade is going to be somebody we can hopefully pick up. Really, the rebounders are the only things we could take at this draft. Charles Dodson, a dribbler. We'll take Chris Wright. Alright, there you go. We'll see who wants to resign, who wants to leave. Hopefully nobody wants to leave, maybe. Killian Hayes wants I guess. Sean O'Keefe wants a reasonable contract. Go ahead and resign you. Phil Dogstar wants a reasonable contract, we'll take you. So we're gonna keep our young guys. We're gonna get rid of John Watts because it looks like he peaked at this age. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of Killian Hayes, and we're gonna should we keep Zaire Williams, but we're gonna go and keep Taylor. Let's see. Let's look at our roster and see if we really need to keep Zaire Williams. So our projecting starting is kind of not good in point guard because Lucas Mass. Hopefully, Phil Dogstar maybe develops, or one of the younger guys like Brandon Taylor and Jamal Crawford Jr. Maybe one of those guys can develop into a starting role. We're gonna go ahead and let Zaire Williams go. So thanks, Killian Hayes, for helping out the Utah Jazz. Alright, so let's go take a look at the top 10 the top 10 free agents of this decade and the last top 10 of this decade. You got Cade Cunningham going at number 1, then is Dante, Dominique, Greg Brown, Brandon Boston, Usman Garuba, James Wiseman, Killian Hayes, Ija Josipovic, and Alston Brossard. Alright, now we're going to go and review a trade and see if one of those picks were included from this year. Let's see. Alright, so this trade. So we're going to take a look at this one. The Wizards and the Warriors. So they traded Brian Clark and the 2030 and next year's second round pick to the Warriors for John Kraft and the 21st pick from this year, which became Odusu Bessa. So according to the total win share after the trade, it looks like the Golden State Warriors are projected as the winner of this trade because it says getting rid of Brian Clark affected the team badly, but we don't know what the second round pick will be. It'll be either a steal or just an average second rounder. We'll go and see that. And then they said that Golden State Warriors and the Golden State Warriors didn't really get any good positive win shares out of them. So far it's a win for the Wizards. It's a win for the Warriors and an L for the Wizards. Oh shoot. Alright, so that's all your top. I think guys can sign around our range. D'Angelo Russell is number 1 with good shooting. Ivan Zubac is good at rebounding. Malik Beasley is also good at threes. Romeo Langford, who's Dante is good at threes. Let's see. I think most of our players will be able to develop, hopefully. We're going to take a look and see where some of the top free agents sign. Let's just simulate a week, so we don't have to take one by one. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, so the Dallas Mavericks make the first signing of the last year of the decade by signing Bernardi. The Denver Nuggets sign Alston Brossard. Dante goes to the Rockets. The Wizards trade Dave Davis, Ray Corney, and Jalen Suggs to the Phoenix Suns, the Golden State Warriors. Yep, I keep mixing up the Phoenix Suns and Golden State Warriors now. I'm sorry about that. To the Golden State Warriors for Wendell Carter Jr. The Rockets signed Jeff White. Joseph Povic signs with the Pacers, the pair with Luka Doncic. Taylor Shaw signs with the Clippers. Jonathan Harris signs with the Hornets. The Lakers signed Justo Correa. The Pacers signed Joey Glass. Greg Brown goes to the Philadelphia 76ers. Pascal DeFox goes to the Grizzlies. The 76ers signed Alex Anderson. The Lakers signed Savatislav. The Atlanta Hawks trade Jason Freeman to the Heat for Tremaine Miller. The Hornets signed James Wiseman. The Timberwolves signed Jordan Carlson. The Rockets trade Glenn Hopkins to the 76ers for Devon James. The Hornets signed Dorian Bayer. CJ Vance gets signed to the Philadelphia 76ers. The Atlanta Hawks trade this year's second round pick to the Philadelphia 76ers for the recent signed for the recently traded acquired player they got from Houston, Glenn Hopkins. We're gonna go in like 1 or 2 more weeks and see what moves have been made. I think that's gonna be done for this year. Let's see. The Hornets signed Dorian Bayer. Nope, I did that. The Grizzlies signed Terrell Allen. The Pelicans trade Phil Edwards and Isaiah Todd to the Hawks for Jacob Russell. The Atlanta Hawks signed Kate Cunningham. The Pelicans signed Marvin Williams Jr. The Hawks trade 32 second round pick to the Boston Celtics for Kevin Zimmerman and TJ Wellington. And the Atlanta Hawks signed Dominik Radovic. And that's going to be all for this decade. Say goodbye to the 2020s decade and hello 2030. Hello, the beginning of a new decade. Oh, so the Portland Trailblazers signed our former player Killian Hayes to somewhat of a contract. Well, we'll see. Welcome to the new. Oh, so we project as number 4 now. We moved up a little bit. OKC goes to number 5. The Knicks are still the best, projected as the best team in the league. Then it's the Wizards, the Rockets. Then it's us. The Boston Celtics going down to 13. All right. Welcome to the new I already said this, but I'm going to say it again. Welcome to the new decade, 2030s. We're going to take a look at the draft class after we look at the top 4 teams. Top 5. RJ Barrett continues to stay the same. Theo Madonna improves. Mateo improves just 1. Scotty Barnes and Greg Mitchell improved. Nikola Vucevic improved. Devontae Bryant goes down a lot, plus minus 11. Blake Douglas goes up as a rookie. Well, no, the rookie is a third-year guy. Chase Mahoney improves a little bit. Nick Sessions improved. AJ improved a little bit, and yeah. Next, we're going to take a look at the Washington Wizards and see how they improved. Joe Otis improves plus 1. Plus 2 goes to Devin Booker, a former player that we had. Reggie Carlson improves to plus 3. Cameron Victor improved to plus 2. Plus 8 on Brian Clark. And the bottom 3 improved. We're going to go and do our team last since it's our team. So we'll do Houston, then OKC, and then our team. So the Rockets. Anthony Collin improved. Dante went down a little bit. Austin Dawson improved a little bit. Jeff White improved to get the rebounding badge. And Patrick State improved. Larry Allen goes up a little bit. Rashawn Johnson improves. And Kendall Spring improves a little bit. RJ Hampton goes down minus 1 for potential. Now, next is the Thunder, who got beaten by the Pacers last year. Jalen Green did not improve, but he still has a 3-point badge. Paulo improved a little bit. Chris Alston improved a little bit. Michael Caputo improved. AJ Liu improved. Desmond Walker improved. Connor Moore improved. And Chad King lost some value. Now we're going to go look at our team and see how our team improved. Ken Gulo almost hits the 70s. Matt Riley goes down a little bit. Jordan Gusto goes up. Sean O'Keefe goes down. Brandon Taylor improves, so he'll be the new starting point guard over Lucas Moss. Phil Dogstar does not improve. Joshua Henrik improves. Jamal Crawford improves a little bit. Jesse Gleason goes down a lot. Chris Wright improves a little bit. And Quat improves a little bit. So here's our starting lineup. It's going to be Brandon Taylor, Matt Riley, Dontrell Henry, Ken Gulo, Jordan Augusta, and Sean O'Keefe will be the 6th man of the team. And Keenan Jackson improved as we took him in the draft. Chris Wright improved a little bit too. As possibly one of the fastest players on our team. Top 10 free agents for preseason. Number 1, then it's going to be, first is Jalen Horn, then it's Giannis' brother Alex, Victor Wembanyama, Jerome Marks, Alex Brown, D'Angelo Russell, Tevin Gallick, undrafted, Brandon Gold, Elliot Wright Foreman, and Marcus Lee. Time to review the last decade's draft. Let's see how they're doing and see where they are now. First is the very first draft that we did in the Utah Dynasty, 2020. Alright, so James Wiseman is on the Hornets. Anthony Edwards is still on the Warriors. Denny's on the Cavs. Tyrese is on the Bulls, still on the Bulls. Onika became a draft bust and retired at the age of 29. Well, I don't know what age. I think it's the age of 29 or 27. Cole Anthony is on the Brooklyn Nets. Paul Reed is on the Cavs. Nico Mannion's on the Bucks. Killian Hayes is on the Portland Trail Blazers. Zeke Nyanji is on the Pistons. Ramsey retired. Isaac Okoro is on the Phoenix Suns. Obi Toppin retired. Shannon McDaniels is still on the Boston Celtics. RJ Hampton is on the Houston Rockets. Josh Green is on the Wolves. Tyrell Terry's a free agent. Alex Jack that we had and then traded retired. Desmond Bain is on the Thunder. Theo Madelin's on the Knicks. Precious is still on the Celtics. Udoka is on the Wizards. Verone Carey's on the Knicks. He's still on the Knicks to this day. And Devon Dotson is on the Knicks. Oh, on the Brooklyn Nets. Next, we're going to look at 2021. Jalen Green is on the Thunder. Keith Cunningham is on the Kings. Evan Mobley is on the Suns. Greg Brown's on the Bucks. Jalen Johnson's on the Dallas Mavericks. Usman is on the Brooklyn Nets. Ubu is still in the Chicago Bulls to this day. Isaiah Todd is on the Hawks. CJ Walker's on the Memphis Grizzlies. Brandon Boston is on the Wizards. And Zaire Williams is on the Portland Trail Blazers. Scotty Barnes is still on the Knicks. And Dame is still on the Magic. So we're going to take a look at the guys that are likely draft steals and notable guys. Antoine Watson's on the Pelicans. Isaiah Mobley is on the Boston Celtics. Dante's on the Houston Rockets. Trenton Watford's on the Knicks. Nemesis Quaita is on the Miami Heat. And that's it. So 2022. Emoni Bates is on the Mavericks. Jalen Duren is still on the Timberwolves to this day. Rocco's on the Lakers. Elisha Fisher, who did not progress that well to our team, is on the Milwaukee Bucks, who's doing slightly better in his career, but not a lot better. Chet Holmgren is still on the Magic. Shadrack is on the Hornets. Jonathan Kuminga ended up becoming a draft bust, so he retired. Patrick Baldwin Jr. is on the Bulls. Mark Williams is on the Denver Nuggets. And Paolo is on the Thunder. Let's see, who else? Dior Johnson's on the Golden State Warriors. Moza Diabete is on the Milwaukee Bucks. Who else? Alright, let's see. Smokey Gribbs is on the Phoenix Suns that we drafted. Trevon Manning is on the Dallas Mavericks. Jonathan Flynn is on the Pistons. And Joseph Vick is on the Pacers. Mario is on the Pistons. John Gamble is still on the 76ers. Joe Otis is on the Wizards as the best player of this draft class. Ryan Hall is on the Pacers. Tanner is on the Pistons. Evan Collins is on the Lakers. He's still on the Lakers that we traded for Colin Sexton. So we're just going to do top 10 to notable guys. George Johnson's on the Hornets. LeBron James Jr. has a 3-point attribute badge, and he's still on the Magic to this day at the age of 25. Tyreek Travis is on the Memphis Grizzlies. And Deshaun Cannon is still on the Golden State Warriors. Stephen Lewis is still in the Timberwolves. Jerry Reyes is on the Thunder. Antonio Rivera is on the Phoenix Suns. Ken Gallo, a notable draft steal that we got in a trade from the Lakers, is still on our team. Mateo is on the Knicks. Martins Laxa is still on the Hawks. Jordan Augusta is currently on our team that we traded for. Christian Williams is on the Hornets. John Watts that we drafted, he's on the Hawks. Dejan Janovic is on the 76ers. Parker Wilder's on the Mavericks. Richard Ross is on the Pacers. Pueblo's on the Raptors. And Jim Martin's on the Magic. Oh, Grant Ingram, one of those biggest notable draft steals, is on the Bulls. So this pick was from the Bulls that Washington got. So yeah, Chicago was able to get their guy. They put a draft in with their own pick. And Nelson Goodson is somehow still a free agent. Interesting. Let's see. Killer Crawford is on the Magic. RJ Duggan is on the Rockets. Michael Marshall is on the Spurs. Massim Yalo is on the Grizzlies. Reggie Carlson's on the Wizards. DeMarcus Litcher's on the Bucks. Sean Day ended up being a draft steal, so he retired. Greg Mitchell is on the Knicks. Jeffrey Ram is on the Pelicans. Yami Ogans ends up being a draft steal, so he retired. Jace Patrick is on the Clippers. Phil Dogstar is still on our team as a three-point shooter. John Weiler is on the Raptors. We could have drafted Weiler over Phil Dogstar. Alex Anderson's on the Bucks. Michael Barr's on the 76ers. Wendell Chandler's on the Timberwolves. I might do the top 10, maybe, possibly, no, the top 5 draft classes from worst to best from last decade. Who else? So this draft class had some pretty decent steals. Alan Graham is on the Pelicans. JT Knight is on the Hornets. Cam George is on the Hawks. Tanilo Mansell's on the Wizards. Tim Nunez is a free agent. Emmanuel Anderson's on the Warriors. Novakovic is on the Kings. Derek Anderson's on the Miami Heat. We still have Lucas Mas, who looked like he peaked now. James Dudley's on the Kings. Francisco Monsters on the Clippers. And Derek Brooks is on the Rockets. Rick St. Louis is on the Heat. Sean Thornton is a free agent. And Chandler McKay is on the Grizzlies. So 2025. Let's see. Will Doyle is on the Hornets. Robert Sellers is on the Brooklyn Nets. Austin Ransom is on the Warriors. Dusty Francis is on the Pacers. Bradley Morrison is on the Pistons. Toby Hatton's on the Spurs. Darian Bird is on the Magic. John Coyler is a current free agent who ended up being a draft bust. Well, yeah, who ends up being a draft bust. Well, we don't know if he's draft bust. He's 24. Somebody might pick him up. Roy Carter is on the Phoenix Suns. And Grant Chambers is on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we still have our first-time All-Star Matt Rowley on our team. Austin Dawson's on the Houston Rockets. Danny Carr is on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Wesley Beckett is on the Raptors. Josh Charles is on the Warriors. Demir is on the Brooklyn Nets. The Thunder. Nadai is on the Thunder. Reinhard Schneider is on the Kings. Who else? Who else is notable? Oh, Bryce Perez is still on the Knicks. Harrison Hicks is on the Cavs. Marlins on the Magic. We still have our draft steal in our starting lineup. Sean O'Keefe. Now he's a 6th man because we picked up a pretty good progression. Inti Stamatic is on the Spurs. Nick Davis is on the Brooklyn Nets. Brian Green is a current Oklahoma City Thunder center. Nicolos is on the 76ers. And Kyle McGee is on the Kings. We're halfway done. Just need 5 more. So 2026. Nendad is on the... Oh, this draft class might be pretty good. It looks pretty good on top. So Nendad is on the Spurs. Trent LeCount is on the Cavs. Dominique is on the Hawks. BJ Long is still on the Suns. Trey Gray is still on the Warriors. AJ Lou's on the Thunder. Brendan Taylor, who ended up improving a lot this year, is still in our Utah Jazz, and he'll be introduced to the starting lineup in this year. Dwight White is on the Memphis Grizzlies. Tim Henson is a free agent, and Jeremy Coakley is on the Spurs. Cole is on the Pelicans. Jonathan Harris is on the Hornets. Carl Hurt is on the Timberwolves. Mr. Skinner is on the Boston Celtics. Dane Green is on the Hornets. Nicolas Laverge is still on the Pelicans. Julian Buckley is on the Bucks. Nikola Vucevic is on the Knicks. Justin Mingo is on the Spurs. Vernon Zigzag is on the Denver Nuggets. Tien Zun is on the Hornets. Donovan Cole is on the Raptors. O'Neal Duckworth is on the Pacers. Most of these low guys are on free agency. Rashad Johnson's on the Rockets. Robbie Osborne is on the Pelicans. TJ Clark is on the Pacers. And Joey Glass is on the Pacers. So 2027. Eric Jones is on the Bucks. Tyrone's on the Cavs. Mike Smith is on the Kings. Johnny Schmidt is on the Lakers. Patrick State is on the Rockets. The Spurs have Chris Hicks. Jason's on the Trailblazers. Corey Jenkins is on the Warriors. Mark Henson is on the Pacers. Damian Wilson's on the Nuggets. And Johnny Carrick, who also got a nice progression, is currently on our team. CJ Miles Jr. is on the Denver Nuggets. Eric Spade's on the Heat. Justin Duval is on the Magic. Kyle Pearson's on the Mavericks. Jonathan Cunningham is on the Spurs. Let's see. Kevin Zimmerman is on the Kings. James Farmer is on the Pistons. Jamal Crawford Jr., who looks like who could be a pretty good second round pickup, is still on our team. 23 years old. Let's see. Trevor Perry's on the Kings. Pascal DeVox is on the Grizzlies. And this one doesn't have a lot of steals so far. Well, we'll see. Anthony Collins on the Rockets. Richard Rainey is on the Lakers. Wendell Thomas is on the Kings. The Denver Nuggets still has Zach Newell. Mike Stokes is on the Kings. Matthew Dawson's on the Blazers. Caleb Turner is on the Memphis Grizzlies. Clyde Bischoff is on the Hawks. Nick Holloman is on the Hornets. And Gunnar Mixon's on the Suns. Andreas Grosmov's on the Cavs. Who else? Cameron Victor's on the Wizards. John Wolf is on the Hornets. And that's it. There are no undraftees in this draft class who got signed. So, yeah. And the last one is last year, so far, into the first season. So it looks like Cox ended up progressing down, losing his 2 badges. He's still in the Blazers. Ian Thomas is on the Toronto Raptors. Justin Henderson's on the Bucks. Randy Wallback. So nobody has changed. We'll see if there are any top changes that are good. Let's see. So it looks like Jacob Russell ended up going to the Pelicans after they traded that pick to the Hawks. So the Hawks didn't want to keep him. Interesting. You still have Keenan Jackson. Alright, so Donovan James is on the Rockets. Let's see. BJ Newson is on. So pretty much no change. And that's it. We're going to go ahead and save as we get into the first season of the 2030s decade, the new decade. So this is a pretty good welcome to the decade as Brandon Taylor improved and Dontrell Henry. That's it. Let's go ahead and wait. Do we want to sign anybody? Nope. We're not going to sign anybody. We're just going to go on with the season. So let's go ahead and see what's at the end of the first month. See what happens. And hopefully Brandon Taylor and Dontrell Henry make their jobs well with as projected as the new starting lineup. Brandon Taylor's out for 11 games due to a sprained shoulder. That's bad. That's gonna be bad. That's gonna be bad for the Utah Jazz. But it will give Sean Keefe a chance to start again and see how he does. Keaton Jackson's doing pretty good as a rookie. Keaton Jackson's out. He's out for one more game due to a sprained ankle. Brandon Taylor's looking pretty good. Got that bad injury. Matt Riley's doing good. Ken Gillow's averaging doubles for our team. John Booster's doing pretty good, and Darryl Henry and Dontrell Henry is doing pretty good. Our record right now is 19-10. We're gonna go ahead and see into the trade deadline and take a look at all the trades that happened this season. Maybe, hopefully, see ones that would be interesting. Now you might know. Let's see. Let's see. So Dr. Henry is out for 2 more games, so Sean Keefe will be back in the starting lineup again, likely. So we are 32-17 this season. We're about to take a look at the award races. Oh, Luka Doncic is first for MVP. Oh, Ken Goodlow. Ken Goodlow is second place runner for MVP so far against Luka Doncic. But there's no way we're going to surpass Luka Doncic at this point. So Luka Doncic is automatic MVP again. Unless he gets injured and somehow loses his first place, maybe. But that's not going to happen. Trent McCount is first for Defensive Player of the Year. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is first place for Sixth Man of the Year. And Keaton Jackson is surprisingly third on Rookie of the Year. Okay. I thought Julian Moore was going to go up. Well, we'll see. So let's go ahead and zoom into the All-Star game. And see who makes the All-Stars this year and who will not be able to play from an injury. So we still have Donovan Mitchell. Pretty good. Some episodes I might sim 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Maybe there'll be an episode where I sim 4. We'll see that. Oof. Joe Otis will not be able to play this year's All-Stars. As Jason Tatum does not become a leader, it will be Team Luka Doncic going against Team Imoni Bates. Ken Goodlow is All-Star number 2. Congratulations to Ken Goodlow. Ken Goodlow gets the first pick from Team Luka. Congratulations to our guy. Joe Otis is not going to be able to play after the chat. But Jason Tatum does get drafted to Team Imoni. Click here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Ooh, Trent McCount wins the jump ball. Alright, so it's decent. 6 points for this guy. Jason Tatum with 6 points. Ooh. Is he going to carry an All-Star? 5 points for Antoine Rivera. 13 points for Luka. 2 points for Ken Goodlow. 4 rebounds. Nothing on the bench. Ooh, 2-point gap. 5 points for Imoni Bates. 10 points for Tatum. 7. Ooh, we got a couple 7-pointer guys. Trent, Tyrese, Trey, and BJ. 24 points for Luka Doncic. 9 points for Ken Goodlow. 5 points for Kay Cunningham. 4 points for D.R. Johnson. 5 points for Isaiah Mobley off the bench. Luka Doncic, Team Luka takes the lead against Team Imoni. BJ Long with 13 points off the bench. 11 points for Trae Young. Tyrese Haliburton has a chance to get a double-double. The first double-double. As well as Jason Tatum. Ken Goodlow has 18 points today for Luka. First to 130 points wins the game. It's a tie game between both sides. Double-double for Trent McCount and double-double for Tyrese. Imoni Bates hasn't been scoring that much this game. Luka Doncic, 48 points. 21 for Ken Goodlow. And yeah. Luka Doncic attempts for 2. No good. RJ grabs the rebound. RJ for 3. Bang, it's good. And a foul with the assist from Jason Tatum. Zeke Naiji gets the foul. RJ Barrett makes the free throw. RJ steals the ball from D.R. Johnson. Isaiah Mobley steals the ball. Luka Doncic for 2. It's good. He has scored 50 points this All-Star game. Congratulations to Luka. RJ Barrett for 2. It's good. And a foul from BJ Long. Foul goes to Luka. RJ misses the free throw. Anthony Davis grabs the rebound. Ken Goodlow comes in for Zeke. Caleb comes in for Davis. Non-true foul goes to Imoni Bates. Isaiah Mobley attempts for 2. It's no good. Imoni Bates grabs the rebound. Jason Tatum for 3. It's no good. Nene grabs the rebound. Nene for 3. It's no good. Imoni grabs it. But he shoots for 2. It's good with the assist from BJ. And the game is over. Imoni Bates was able to beat it, and Jason Tatum wins again against Luka Doncic. 50 points for Luka, 21 points for Ken Goodlow. Nothing particular on the bench for them, but this bench did pretty good. Luka Doncic, of course, is going to be an All-Star MVP. Congratulations to Luka as usual. Nothing surprising. I don't want to do any trades because our team is good enough. So we're just going to go and simulate for the rest of this 2030 season. Hopefully, we're gonna be able to attract likely more better younger guys to sign for the Utah Jazz. Hopefully, we'll be able to win a ring. Maybe this year. Maybe even this year if we get lucky in the playoffs, or next year if Ken Goodlow can hit the 70s at the age of 27. So Jamal Crawford Jr. is out. We do make the playoffs, and we are the second seed, so that's a big improvement. The San Antonio Spurs will play against the Kings. The Golden State Warriors will be playing against the Pelicans. The Thunder will be playing against the Nuggets. And the Utah Jazz will be playing against the Houston Rockets. For the Eastern Conference, you got the Hornets going against the Wizards. The Magic going against the Heat. The Cavaliers going against the Pacers. Surprisingly, the Pacers are 6 seed now. And the Knicks going against the Hawks. So let's just go ahead and simulate game 1. We win this one. Game 2, we win. We should be able to get the easy sweep. Can we get the easy sweep? And we do not. Unfortunately, that always happens. And the game is over. Brandon Taylor was able to recover from his 1-game injury. As the Spurs beat the Kings, we'll be playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder next. The Warriors beat the Pelicans. Cleveland sweeps Luka Doncic. So Luka Doncic will be not winning a ring this year. The Spurs will be going against the Warriors. We'll be playing against the Thunder. The Hornets will be playing against the Heat. And the Cavs will be playing against the Hawks as they upset the Knicks. We do win game 1. We win game 2. They win game 3. Tie the series. We win. Can we finish this off? And we will not. It is a game 7. How is the Utah Jazz allowing a game 7? Are you serious right now? So Jordan Augusto wins the jump ball for our team. So we'll get the possession first. We take the lead against the Thunder. Paulo gets injured during the game, so that should get us an advantage of winning this game. But F in the chat from Paulo. 11 points from Dondre Henrique so far. Pretty good. Are still winning. Alright, look at these guys. Decent. Alright. I think we're gonna win this. We're gonna easily take the victory, and we win game 7 against the Thunder. And we will be playing against the first seed Spurs, and we will see if we can somehow make a surprising upset in a new decade against the Spurs. Yes. Any changes to our roster? No, we're gonna keep it this way for now and see if we need any changes if we start to lose. And I'll be right back. We might have a chance to upset the Spurs this year. So let's take a look and see who the Spurs have. They have Nendad, who improved a lot. Anti-Thematic, who improved a lot. Toby Hatton, Julian Strother, and Jeremy Coakley. Their 6th man is Jack Brown. This team looks tough, but we might have it. But we do have a chance to beat them at least a game, or at least a couple of games. Clearly, our starting. Come on, Utah. We can do this. We can upset the Thunder. And Miami will be playing against Cleveland as they both, Miami upset the Hornets. Here's game one. We lose game one. We win game two, tie series for both games, for both sides. We win game three. Tie series. Can Miami upset the Cavs? They will not. Sean O'Keefe's out for 13 games. Oh boy, this is going to be bad. Well, rip Sean O'Keefe's out for the rest of the playoffs. Time to put him all the way down. Who do we put for 6-man? Keenan Jackson or Jamal Crawford Jr. Not a good shooter, but decent. I guess the best way to do this is to put Keenan Jackson at the 6-man so we can get more rebounds. Can we force a game 7 like we did last series against the Thunder? Find out now. And we'll see if the Miami Heat can finish an upset against Cleveland. Joe Augusto wins the jump ball. Brandon Taylor will try to get the first points of the game. It's blocked by Toby Hatton. 10-point gap. San Antonio Spurs are winning. So Nenad with 11 points so far. 9 points for Ante. That's it. 11 points for Ken Goodlow. 6 points for Brandon Taylor. And 5 points for Dominic Henrique. We can do better than this, guys. Matt Rowley gets a foul? Dang. Oh, we reduced the gap at least. It's the end of the first half. Nenad is 14 points. Double-double for Ante. Alright. Ken Goodlow has 22 points. Matt Rowley with 4 personal fouls. Come on, man. We need you. Brandon Taylor with 8 points. 4 points for John Gusta. Nothing for Keenan Jackson. Come on, guys. Can we end the gap? And we almost will, as we are down by 1 point. This is our only chance to make the finals as the new decade sets. And then now with a double-double. 10 assists for Toby Hatton. 10 rebounds for Toby Hatton. Dang, this Utah team is too good. Brandon Taylor with 10 points. A double-double for Ken Goodlow. Lucas Moss with 4 points. 2 points for Keenan Jackson with 4 rebounds. F in the chat for Sean Keefe. Last 2 minutes of the game. Oh, it's a small gap. Come on. What are you guys doing? Right, we're going to simulate a minute. Oh, it's a close game. 52 seconds on the clock. We have a chance to make a comeback and force game 7, or will the Spurs finish it off? So Toby Hatton attempts for 2. It's blocked by Ken Goodlow. Ken Goodlow. DeAndre Henry for 2. It's no good. Come on. Nenad for 3. It's no good. Ken Goodlow grabs it. Matt Rowley to take the lead. No good. It's blocked. Ken Goodlow grabs the block. Ken Goodlow to take the lead with 4 seconds left. It's no good. Nenad grabs the rebound. Now shoot foul goes to Jordan Gusta. DeAndre Henrique steals the ball. And it's already over. It's pointless. Dang, we almost forced a game 7, but we failed. Dominic Henrique stole the ball too late. We couldn't do anything about it. Come on. Ken Goodlow was a hero 2 seasons ago, but we end up getting beaten by the Spurs. But we improved. At least we made the conference finals. Now it will be the Miami Heat going against the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs win game 1. Spurs win game 2. Can they should be able to get the easy upset. And they won't, but they won't. And the new decade champions to start the decade is the San Antonio Spurs. Congratulations to the Spurs. Nenad is your finals MVP. Luka wins MVP. Trent LeCount wins Defensive Player of the Year. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is your 6th Man of the Year. Brandon Taylor won the Most Improved Player of the Year. And Cox is your Rookie of the Year. And Keenan Jackson makes the All-Rookie team. Ken Goodlow's an All-First and All-Third defensive team. Congratulations. No Hall of Famers particularly. Pascal Siakam retired. Aaron Gordon retired. Andrew Wiggins retired. Miles Turner retired. Swaggy. No, not Swaggy P. That's a different player. D'Angelo also retired. And TJ Warren. And Duncan Robinson. Utah did a really good job this year, making the conference finals. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the draft lottery. We're just going to sim through this, because I don't really want to commentate. No jumps yet. No jumps. Oh, the Portland Trailblazers from the Mavericks jumped to 4. And the Pistons jumped to 1st. And your runner-ups are Memphis, Brooklyn, Portland, and Portland again. Wow, Portland has 2 lotto picks. Interesting. So, the projected guys. Oh, Cedric's on here. Who's he related to? So, he's part of the Nene family tree. From Nene Sr. to Nene Jr., Jason, Greg, and Jr. Oh, the Nene family tree is increasing. It's growing. It's interesting. With the first pick of the first draft of the decade, 2030 draft, the Detroit Pistons start the new decade by selecting Jaquez Miller. Just this is kind of like what a point guard would do, to be honest. I don't know. With the second pick of the 2030 NBA draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Clement Murrick. They picked up a rebounder and a tall guy. High potential too. With the third pick of the 2030 NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets select this guy with I don't know how to say his name, but I'm just gonna. So he has speed, free throw shooter, dribbler, and passer, and a potential guy. We'll see how he turns out for Brooklyn. With the fourth pick and the fifth pick of the 2030 draft, the Portland Trailblazers, one from the Dallas Mavericks and one of their own, will both select Jermaine Glenn and London Spencer. So London Spencer looks like a pretty decent pickup. Jermaine Glenn looks pretty decent. Well, just high potential guys. With the sixth pick of the 2030 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Cam Hornsby. So he's decent, but his speed and his best. With the seventh pick of the 2030 NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Evan Mattox. Picked up a really high guy. Not really high, I'm sorry. High potential guy, and he's 66 over potential, I'm sorry. 75 speed and 77 jumping. With the eighth pick of the 2030 NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Philip Powell. Okay. With the ninth and 10th pick of the 2030 NBA draft, the Lakers select Will Ahmed, and the Raptors with the 10th pick select Chase Anderson. Okay. We're going to similar to our pick. So Curtis Mapp went to the Clippers, Cedric went to the Timberwolves, Junior went to the Pelicans. Yeah. So let's see. Take a look at our projected guys. Oof, bad shooting build. No greens, anything. Jumping? Really? That's it? Can you give me something else? Like shooting? Or I don't care. Christopher. Andy. Oof. Jack Woods. No. But this guy's 22. I don't want to take him, to be honest. So Jack Woods is a dribbler and a passer. We're going to need more passing players. John West? So we're going to go ahead and take... We're going to go ahead and take Jack Woods. So another brother in the Nene family, I think, is Greg. Okay, so Greg has not been taken. Okay, Greg, I see you. Yeah, Greg. Okay, so Greg is in this draft. So most of the Nene families are in this draft. Joe Jones. Inside shooter. Decent. Inside shooter, that's his best. No, I don't want to take that build. So we're just going to go ahead and take Joe Jones. And we're going to similar to the end of the... draft. Here's the after draft. So Greg ended up being the last pick of the draft to the San Antonio Spurs. So he almost became, I think, the first Nene family member to go undrafted in his career. So Dirty Hiring wants to stay for a 10 mil. We're going to resign you. Taliban, we're going to let you go. And Kwa, we're going to let you go. So free agency. Top 10 free agents are Jason Tatum, who finally left Boston, Zeke Nnaji, Mario, Dejan, Antoine Rivera, Eric Jones, Grant Chambers, DeMar, Isaiah Stewart, and Bradley Morrison. So we could pick up a 34-year-old Ben Simmons. Oh, I'm not gonna sign one because our team's still good. Hopefully, it'll remain that way. Going similar to Wicked to free agency and see what happens. Let's see. Hold on. The Pistons signed Jason Tatum. Interesting. The Hawks signed, Dejan. The Clippers trade JT Peterson and Carmelo Anthony Jr. to the Suns for Brandon Harvey. The Pacers signed Caleb O'Neilley. The Rockets signed Bradley Morrison. Eric Jones goes to Philly. The Knicks trade PJ Keenan to the Pistons for Reggie Bell. The Portland Trailblazers both signed Yalo and Mario. Grant Chambers go. The Boston Celtics signed Grant Chambers. The Brooklyn Nets signed Amir Jelic. The Cavs signed Patrick State. The Wizards trade the second round pick to the Heat for Terrell Pickens. The Boston Celtics signed a veteran DeAndre Ayton. The Philadelphia 76ers signed Vance Wright. The Suns trade Javi Cruz to the Wizards. To the Warriors for Deshaun Cannon. The Suns signed Zeke Nnaji. Mitchell Robinson goes to Philly. Washington signs Reinhardt. Detroit signs Rivera. The Suns trade a second round pick to the Chicago Bulls. Yes. Excuse me. To the Chicago Bulls for Taylor Solomon. Devin Booker signs with the Wizards, so he returns to Washington. So Galley signs with the Trailblazers, and the Bulls sign Denny. I don't know how to say his last name. We're simply one more week and just that's it. Let's see. The Wizards sign. Oh no. The Hornets trade John Wolf to the Pelicans for Nicholas. Tion Zun signs with the Lakers. Chad Turner signs with the 76ers. Jason signs with the Raptors. Connor Moore signs with the Philly. The Boston Celtics sign Johnny Furlow, and Marco goes to the Dallas Mavericks. We're going to go and simulate into the 2031 preseason, and that'll be the end of this episode. See where our team ends up. Hopefully we still end up as one of the best, hopefully. Because the Knicks are getting worse. The Houston Rockets are the new number one. Then it's the Knicks, the Wizards, the Thunder, the Magic, the Hornets, Philly, the Spurs, then us, then Miami. Our team went all the way down. Let's see what happened. Let's see. Jesse Gleason improves. Joe Jones improves. Jamal Crawford Jr. improves. John Rick goes up a little bit. Matt Rowley goes down. He's starting to go back down to the 50s, unfortunately. Jordan Augusto improves. Brandon Taylor improves. And Ken Gallo goes down, so he won't be able to hit the 70s. And yes, so here's our starting lineup for this season. This, yes. Any good free agents we could possibly take? We could still take Tyler Bay back, and it looks like he hasn't changed. Oh yeah, he hasn't changed. We're gonna go and re-sign you. Welcome back to the Utah Jazz, Tyler Bay. Tyler Bay is our best player option. Yee. Kenny Jacks, jeez. Yeah, our team just plummeted after that one great season. Alright, that's gonna do for this episode. Hope you all like it. Subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the notification bell if you want more of this. Drafting Sports Pro Basketball 21 is coming out on the 19th, one day after the NBA draft. I will also be doing a series of college basketball 20 from the same company, which is Wolverine Studios. There's a link feature I'll be doing. I'll be trying to see if I can do both series on college basketball and pro basketball, since they're going to be linked league. But first, I got to test everything, make sure it's running fine, and that's all. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Stay safe Peace.